Hi, I'm cooking, guys. So I'm cooking for my mom. She's sleeping on the couch, and I love this little kitchen, and I love to cook. So I'm making some pork chops. These are not the pork chops that I seasoned up the other day. These are some pork chops that my mom had, and I told her how good my pork chops came out, so she was like, make them. I'm also making some coconut rice. So I have a piece of cream coconut in there, and I have the rice, and I'm gonna turn it down now and let it start to simmer. Who said small girls can't cook? Nobody said that. Nobody said that. But I feel like sometimes that's what people think. So
Put the rice on the rice steamer upstairs.
I already started cooking it.
Huh?
I already started cooking it.
Okay, that's all right.
The method that I'm using for the pork chops right now are something I saw on YouTube. Basically, I'm seasoning them the way I always season my stuff, but I'm gonna fry them the way I saw the other day. I think this is too. Yeah. So how you guys doing today? It is finally nice weather in New York, and it's gorgeous, just like the newswoman just said. And I'm really just excited. I do so well in the good and nice weather. I mean, who doesn't? So I just did some salt, some black pepper. I'm gonna do some of this paprika. Everything is jumbo size over here. Every time I use paprika now, I think of Auntie Fee. Like every time I like paprika, she's like made paprika popular. And I'm also using some garlic powder. I also, when I use parsley, I think of Auntie Fee, because like parsley was something that I never used. Well, I used to use it as to make the food look like cute, but I didn't think it really had a taste. I didn't really think parsley had anything going on with it other than like it being like a garnish. But I believe everything she said. I believe everything she says, okay? I made a video about me cleaning my pork chops, and so I had some pork chops at home to cook. And the thing about it is I'm still learning. I'm still like kind of learning how to fry things, like when you dip it in like fried chicken. And when I say I'm still learning, I'm basically still trying to perfect it, because I just like, my father was so good at frying chicken and stuff like that. I'm always like trying to match, and so I'm learning and I'm getting better. I learned that you can't put too much chicken in the pot. I learned that you can't, you have to have it up at a certain temperature. Either it has to be warm, the oil has to be hot. So I'm getting better. But anyway, so last night I wanted to fry these pork chops. So I went on YouTube and I found a recipe to fry the pork chops, and they came out so good. I sent my mother a picture of it, and she was like, those are pork chops, because they look like chicken cutlets the way they came out. So I've got the oil hot. I recently found out that pork chops ain't pork chops if they don't have a bone in it, and these have a bone in it, so I'm pretty proud of that. Have the pork chops here all seasoned up. I'm cracking one egg. Oh, the oil is getting hot. Oil is getting hot. Got some milk here, just a little bit of milk. I gotta get my spinach on. Let me tell you, one of the things about cooking is timing. When you're making a meal for someone and you want it all to be warm or whatever, you want it to be hot, you gotta know practice is perfect, and you gotta know, like, timing is everything. Like, let me focus on the main thing. The vegetables I always just do last. So now I'm whipping up my little batter mixture. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is dip my pork chop in some flour. Then I'm dipping it in the egg. So yeah, first I dipped it in the flour first, then I dipped it in the egg, and now I'm going back in the flour. Guys, I am doing this with one hand, so please bear with me. Going back in the flour. These are some hearty looking pork chop. So we got that one pork chop down. And one more to go. Just 2 big pork chops I have here. Darn it. They say a good cook cleans, keeps the kitchen clean. And I consider myself a good cook, and I do keep the kitchen clean, but there's always that time, especially if you're not in your own kitchen, that things can get a little freaky. I got it dipped in the egg white. Now I'm dipping it back in the flour. I gotta get this pork chop in that oil. Oh my God. Flour is going everywhere. Okay, we got that going, guys. Yay. Guys, I flipped that first pork chop. It's looking real golden. Check my rice. Rice might be done. The rice is so good. I put the cream coconut in the white rice, and listen, you wanna pimp your rice up really, really quickly. Just buy that Grace cream coconut. It's in a red box. It's very inexpensive. It's only like $1.29 or something like that. It'll turn your rice into something exotic real quick. I'm just gonna put the spinach in freaking here. That's just not the way it goes. Things I gotta do now. If I don't please I do, I gotta take my chance to roll. They say, gross. They say that it's just not fair. Here I go on my own. Time to blow. I try to use very little salt when I'm cooking. If you don't think it's salty enough, then you can put your own salt in. But I'm not killing myself for my taste buds. Out of here with that. Yo, my pork chop game is like, I know what I better do. I better cut this rice off. This rice is ready. Let me tell you something. I love coconut. I love coconut on anything is amazing. I'm a domestic I'm a domestic goddess for no reason. I love cleaning up. I love cooking. I love washing clothes. For what reason, I don't know. I hate this kind of spinach. I hate the spinach. You know the frozen spinach that you have to like do this to? Drives me nuts. I'd rather the one that's like, I don't mind frozen spinach, but I'd rather the one that's like in the plastic bag. I used to hate my arm. Let me tell you guys something. So you see these arms? I don't even work out. Couldn't stand this. I used to think it was so masculine. And then Michelle Obama came on the scene, like, and everybody started complimenting her arms, and I was like, okay, well, maybe these are cool. Like, do you see this? Wait a minute, guys. We do not plan on burning. I'm seasoning up the spinach with some garlic, because garlic always goes good on vegetables, right? You need something. I want to go get the butter. Shoot. Did I put salt on here yet? I think I did it. Since I'm not sure, I'm not going to put this salt. But I'll be right back. Hello. Mama, you think these are ready? I think this one is ready. My mother said they look good. Okay, I took out one of the pork chops. I just want to make sure this one is ready. Like, the last thing you want is undercooked pork meat. That's like a death sentence. What the heck is going on in here, though? Right, guys, let me show you. Pork chops for dinner. The rice is here. The spinach is back here cooking. How do you feel about that? Would you eat? Well, maybe you wouldn't, because a lot of you don't eat pork. A lot of people don't eat pork, like, right? More for me. Look, you know the thing about me is I can't afford to, right now I can't afford to be like a vegetarian. I'm trying to gain weight. I can't gain weight when I eat a fucking cow. So, like, anyway. Now all we're doing is we're waiting on the spinach. So while we're waiting on the spinach, I'm going to clean up the kitchen a little bit. And I'll be back. Pork chop, spinach, and rice.